Been a while since I've done one of these, am I right? Today I'm going to show you kind of like my basic hairstyling routine. It changes a lot, however it's mostly the same. It's just that the first part of the process is pretty much the same, then after that's when I like customize shit. But you know, I feel like if you learn this technique, if your hair is similar to mine and you do this technique, then you'll be able to style your hair in maybe a multitude of ways. But I already washed my hair. I used Lush's Daddy-O, it's like a purple shampoo, and also the American Cream Conditioner from Lush. And always gotta put something in my hair before I blow dry it. Today I used the Anna Sui Rose hair oil that I got from a subscriber. Really like this, but I only need to use a little bit, or otherwise my hair will get super oily. Other than that, I really love the Innisfree red camo. I'll put a picture right here, but I like that one a lot. So that one I can really go in and my hair won't be too oily. But yeah, I apply that into my damp hair and I blow dry it. My main blow dryer is the Dyson hair dryer. However, it doesn't work overseas, so I just use this cheap Revlon one from Target. Honestly, I can use any blow dryer. My hair is pretty thick, and I know that's not the case with everyone, so you just have to find one that works for you. But if you don't already know, my hair is just naturally like pin straight, so I have to, you know, shape it and all that. Usually my hairstylist will like thin it. However, this last time I got it cut, like the vlog when I went to Music Bank, that's when I cut my hair. However, I was running out of time. I needed to go back to Music Bank with Coco, so she was gonna go in with like the thinning shears, but I was like, no, I don't have any time right now, so it's fine this way. Bitch, it's not fine this way. So now I have to really work to make it look decent, otherwise it just looks like I look like Toad from Mario. But anyway, this is the part where like I do this all the time no matter what hair style I'm going for, because whenever I get my hair cut, this is basically it. Just like a 2-block right here where the sides are pretty much shaved. They're all like, it's up to here, it's short. I don't fade it. It's all just one length here. And it also goes into the back. I don't know if you can fucking see that, but whatever. People always ask me to take pictures of my hair, but I think that's really weird, so take your screenshots. So yeah, other than the blow dryer, the only other tools I use are a rat tail comb and a flat iron. This one, I actually had one that I bought, you know those kiosks at the mall, like in the middle of the hallway where they're like, oh, here, do you want us to like curl your hair? I'm like, no. This one time I was like, oh, I need a flat iron, so I bought one. However, I lost it here, so I just went to Sephora and I bought this one from Dry Bar. It's a detail flat iron, so it's really small. It's only meant for like certain parts of your hair, but for me, my hair is short, I guess, so it's good enough for me. Back home in Korea, I have a much bigger, I have a 1-inch one that's much longer, so it makes this process much faster with that one, but for travel, because I'm not in Korea right now, it'll work. Anyway, I take the rat tail comb and I take like the rat tail part, and I pretty much just like lift up and separate the first top layer of my hair like this, and I just take one of these alligator combs. If you saw in Joe's vlog, this thing, that's what I was styling my hair. Basically, I'm really just doing this step to, because it's so straight, it's kind of just like that. I take my flat iron, I take a section, and as if I'm straightening it, but I bend the flat iron so it kind of goes in, and it goes in like this, and it's not just like flat, like this piece right here. You see that, how it goes in? And on this side, it's kind of just like that. I hope this makes sense. You might want to run over your hair twice or 3 times. The first time, you don't really have to bend it. Kind of just go through to warm up the hair strand or the section, and that will make it much easier when you pass by 2 or 3 times to get it to shape the way you want it. Because sometimes if you pass through it once, especially when you pass through it quickly, it doesn't really take to the heat. So it helps to go once or twice. I know people are like, oh my god, it's so damaging for your hair, but you want a hair tutorial? You got a hair tutorial. There are tons of no heat hairstylings where you can use fucking, I don't know, paper bags and shit for you to watch on YouTube if that's what you're looking for.
Also doing the back. I kind of haphazardly do the back. I kind of just take strands from the top. I think it's really important to do this top layer, especially you might want to even go several times, really bending the flat iron so you get that like volume in the back. And then sometimes it's hard to see if I do the bottom because like this top will be perfect, right? But then I have strands of really straight here at the bottom, like at the bottom layer. So what I do is like, I tilt my head back and I kind of grab them this way. And that helps me make sure that there's no like flat, straight parts. At home, I have two mirrors. Like I have my vanity mirror and I can just grab another mirror and do it this way, holding the mirror so I can see what's going on in the back, but I'm traveling right now and sometimes you gotta struggle. And then same thing for the bangs. One tip is to, because I'm actually grabbing quite large, thick chunks, like sections. So what I'll do is like I'll grab, like you saw that section, then only grabbing like this right here, this top layer, same thing. That will help get the top bit, because sometimes if I just grab the whole section like this, the top part won't get as much heat, or it just won't go up evenly. Just like that. So you can see it's almost like girls that have like the see-through bangs where they have like the roller in their hair. They put that roller so that their bangs get like a bit of volume. That's pretty much the same thing here. And from here on out, it's just like the same thing. I'm just gonna take down a section of hair here, one side here, one side here, and then in the middle. And then just start doing the same exact thing to those sections. Well, one thing though is usually on this second layer that I'm working on this side, what I do is I run the flat iron through right. However, when I'm passing it through the second time, I kind of like pull it this way, so it almost has like a bit of this wave. Do you see this right here? Has a bit of like body, a bit of texture, so almost like it waves this way. You don't have to do that. I do that. It adds a little bit of texture to the hair, especially because my hair doesn't even have layers at this point because she didn't cut in the layers. I'm also going to show you kind of what I do here, this little technique, I guess. I'm going to start imagining a parting in my hair about here above my brow. And I'm going to kind of separate the hair now, so like about here-ish, right? I'm going to grab a section on this side of the part, and pretty much the same thing I was doing, kind of waving it away this way. So as I'm working on the layers, I am kind of bending them away from that part. Of course, you don't have to do this, and you can kind of just add wave and body to them, just going straight down, like curving them down. But for me, this style that I've been doing for the past while actually, and for this particular hair look, kind of do it away from this part. Because at the end, I'm going to add a bit of like a shimpyomori, like a comma hair thing, like my bangs, and doing this will help. You see, like there's this kind of part here. I'm going to use my pinky to follow that part and make a part in this last bit of hair at the top that I have, and just split it there. This side, this part will go to this side, and this part will go to this side. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. And it's really important, this for me, this is going to be my last layer. This will be the topmost layer of hair. It's really important that this part I don't like curl too much, because it will make it look a little crazy. If anything, you want to concentrate the wave more at the very end right here, because if it's too much like wave here, it will turn into like a curl, and that will look really weird. You want all the waves to kind of start around here. And this is the last bit on this side. Do you see like how it's waving this way? Like that. Okay, so that's pretty much all done. It doesn't take that long at all.
But now I'm gonna go back to my blow dryer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it in the highest heat setting, and I'm gonna just basically blast it where this part is, and you'll see what I do next. So as I'm blow drying it upwards, I'm kind of combing it back so that the heat transfers to, you don't want just this one bang in the front to be heated up. You want almost a bit of the hair here to also be heated up. I'm gonna keep heating it so I can feel the strand of hair getting really warm. And then I'm gonna like hold it with my hand, and I'm gonna turn my blow dryer to a cool setting so it sets that way. And that is basically how I get like the, oh, that looks really good. That's how I basically get like my Shimpyo Mori, my calm hair started. I'm gonna go back to this flat iron. This actually helps to have a really small flat iron, but I'm gonna grab just the part that is lifted at the very base, really curl that bit upwards. And then from there I need to analyze. If there's any parts that look too straight, I'm gonna kind of curl it or wave it away from my face. Only right here, just right here. You see this bang here? It's very important to keep this part down and like not too curled, because that's what's gonna create like the common hair look. If anything, I'm kind of just going downwards. I'm not really trying to make it curl this way. I'm gonna pass through with my flat iron, more so just to make sure it's at least bent. And that way, using my fingers and then hairspray later, I can just naturally bend it inwards myself. I feel like it looks way too unnatural when I try to purposely make it curl in this way, and it could just end up going really wrong. So from here on out, I'm just gonna like step back and like analyze if there's there's parts that are too straight, and then go through with a flat iron there. So yeah, this might be too much actually, but it's better than having it too flat. All right, I'm done with that. Now I'm pretty much done, but for me, I need to set with product. I'm going to use I put in a travel thing, but this is the Black Monster Ohm hair wax. It's just a basic hair wax. It's not too hard. I wouldn't use something that's way too hard. I would suggest using something more soft, with just a little bit of hole and more flex to it. That way, you'll have product in your hair, but it won't weigh it down, because my hair can get weighed down super easily. For this, I'm just going through so that most of my hair has product in it. So I'm just making sure that when I comb my fingers through, my hair is getting the product on it, and it's not just one part that has product. Like I won't have like a ton of wax here, but like nothing here. And then hairspray again. This is Black Monster Ohm. It's a spray bottle hairspray, so I was able to put in a small travel one. But I'm just going to cover my bare forehead here, and then before it dries, kind of run my fingers through so it looks more natural. And then a really important thing is to make sure my sides aren't too poofed out. So what I'll do is I'll take the blow dryer again and heat up the sides of my hair, and then I'll flatten it physically with my hand and wait for it to cool, and that will make the sides more flat, because if it's too puffy here, it looks really weird. Really flattening the sides here. And that is pretty much it. Like, is it too big? It might be too big on top. You know what, for me, I can't have too much volume like right at the crown. If anything, I want the volume right here. I hope you guys found it useful. It actually came out these. I was worried about doing this and then it turning out bad, but it turned out okay. I'll link the products that I use for my hair down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.